Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis and quoting Michael Saylor. Inflation is a cancer that has killed civilizations throughout history. Bitcoin is the cure. Preach. We'll also be discussing the world's third largest public pension fund buys $34 million of MicroStrategy shares. That's right. This is a South Korea public pension fund. I'll be breaking this down for you, as well as institutional adoption of Bitcoin ETF surges 27% thus far in Q2, as well as Goldman Sachs discloses $418 million worth of Bitcoin ETF holdings. We'll also be discussing Bitdeer to expand operations with $150 million convertible notes offering, pulling a Saylor put. We'll also be discussing sovereign wealth funds could take Bitcoin to 148,000 per coin, according to this researcher. I'll be sharing his insights. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome, crypto fam. What's poppin'? What's good in the hood? Another early stream today. Welcome everyone just joining us. We're live and in the flesh right now on X, Rumble, and YouTube. If you guys can spread the word and repost this over on X, always greatly appreciated. I'm happy to repost, shout you out, as well as follow you back. Shout out Alan Haley. Early JV gets the worm. DNA Noonan, what up, broski? Yes, we are early today. That's right. Stack Huddle, take a walk, get some sun, pray, work, play, and have a great day. Sage advice there, Judson. Welcome to the stream. Mark Withdraw was popping. Crypto Surge in the building. Knox Bill, Jack Baldry. Let's go.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating. I waited all day, maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Shout out JC Ice and all the mods. I appreciate the repost already. I will be reposting everyone throughout the entire stream and checking my X feed. Shout out that calloused Asian W stream. Cheers to the W stream, and 100,000 coming soon. Let's freaking go. Bitcoin's just hovering above 58,000 right now. Yesterday, we witnessed a correction. I think we started off the morning at 61, and then we corrected back down to kind of like where we're currently at. We got to get above that psychological resistance of 60,000 to resume our bull. So we're on the cusp. Let's see where this weekend takes us. The previous weekend was finally bearish. The two previous weekends were mega bullish. So let me know your thoughts, where you feel price action will take us. Shout out DNA Noonan. Shout out the one and only Oracle. And good to have you here on the stream. And the rest of the fam, let's frickin' get it. Stacking them sats. 60 G's. We need to reconquer here. So close.
Bitcoin, 60 G's, 60 G's. Buying opportunity for fifth level 60 G's. What do you think, JV? By the biddy, who cares about a roaring kitty?
And FYI, tomorrow we'll be back at the normal 4 p.m. time. Yesterday and today I had to stream early, so hence the 12 p.m. Eastern stream, yo. Alan says, JV, just got a Costco card. What's the good ish there? Yeah, I find this at Costco when I go shopping. I always pick up some kombucha. There's a section that has a bunch of different brands. This one has amongst the lower sugar content, and I tend to choose, the kombuchas with the lowest sugar, and it still tastes delicious. And yeah, it's called the Brew Doctor. Maybe they should sponsor the stream, so I drink it often. What up, Jason Buck? Good to have you here. Is that 4 consecutive days in a row? Wow. Honored, brother. Shout out Donnie, DNA Noonan. What's good, what's poppin'? And the rest of the fam just joining us. It looks like we already got about 100 people on the stream. YouTube is like, it's mind-boggling. I don't think they notify any of our users, unfortunately. So hence nobody gets notified, even though I have 73,000 subs. But we don't have that issue on X, because when I go live, we usually end the stream with somewhere between 1,500 and 2,500 folks over on X. So X makes up for the slack from YouTube, but we are streaming on 3 platforms right now: X, Rumble, and YouTube. And I encourage those of you watching the stream on Rumble or X, in order to interact, considering it's a live and interactive show, if you want your comments to appear during the stream on the video, as you see right now, you got to go to the YouTube stream, and it could be found directly at cryptonewsalerts.net. For those on Rumble, the direct link is rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. And for X, my user handle is cryptonewsyes. And you'll notice the stream already pinned at the very top. Drinking my alkaline water again today. Cool. Did you also get the alkalized water from Costco, or did you get a different source? I know you have well water, so I wasn't sure if you had a machine to create your own or something like that. But really cool. Let me know how your body feels to the alkalized water. 9.5 pH, that is. And welcome everyone just joining the stream. We'll dive right into it, fam. If you're new to the channel, very important, smash the likes and go ahead and subscribe. Don't be shy with that subscribe, family. It's greatly appreciated. And then hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications, at least, so you have a chance of receiving a notification. Shout out Savvy Investor. I appreciate you subscribing to the number 1 day of the Bitcoin pod. Respect. Today is pod episode number 1732. I'm your host, JV. It's August 16th, 2024. Happy TGIF. Let's kick it off with our market watch, as we do each and every day. You should be able to see on your screen here shortly. Coin 360 is pulling up, family. Just a bit of a delay. There we go. So yeah, Bitcoin currently hovering above 58.2, down 2.5% on the day. Solana's the big loser, down 6%, trading back under $138. We have Ether down almost 4%, maintaining above 2,500. XRP, Cardano, and again, most of the major cryptos correcting and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap sits just barely above 2 trillion. Jesus. And the Bitcoin market cap is at 1.1 trillion. We have roughly 74 billion worth of volume in the recent 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance is currently 56.1%, back on the climb, with the Ether dominance back on the decline at 15.1%. How high do you think that Bitcoin dom will likely go for this cycle? Do let me know. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours, we have virtually nothing in the green. I guess this, I don't never even heard of this. Tether Gold, I guess that's the gold of Tether. I'm not too familiar with it, but it is up barely 1%. We got Thorchain up 1%, and then less than 1% gainers as the majority of the market is correcting. And in the red, let me know what alts, if any, you are bullish on for the bull. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get a visual perspective on the daily. Virtually everything wrecked, unfortunately. I think there's maybe 3 out of the top 100 actually even in the green. And zooming out on the monthly, it doesn't look so much better. Roughly 95% of the market, wreck city. I mean, big time. A lot of these alts down 20, 30, 40, some of them 50%. For the month. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're currently rated at 27 back in fear, only 2 points away from extreme fear. Typically, when we reach extreme fear territory, we have a big bounce back. So we're very close. Maybe tomorrow we do get that bounce back. Yesterday, we were a 29, last week a 48 neutral, and last month a 69. 69 G's, baby. And that was agreed, according to the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. So there you have it, yo. Let me know your thoughts. August is already halfway done. Let me know if you feel we'll have a bullish monthly candle. Obviously, June and July were bearish, unfortunately, but we did have 7 consecutive green monthly closes, followed by some corrections. Let me know where you feel we'll likely head next. Sam's Club brand Bobby approved. Nice. Shout out to that. Shout out to the Bobby approved app. I'm a fan. We got told today how long RA and W is closed for. How long, DNA? I know how boring being home can be. I hope you get back to work soon. Kombucha feels good, but don't feel a difference with alkalized water. But Alkalite supplements by Track Minerals work great. Thanks for sharing there, RL Sweezy. What up, JBZ? Hit the likes, you bunch of degens. Your catchphrase there, brother. Yes, sir. Jason Buck. Back at it. Hello, what's poppin', what's good? And welcome everyone just joining the stream. 60 G's, we close.
Me, I'm for the big T. I'm for the Nipponator, I'm for Nipsey. Not for the weirdo Kit Kat, kitty cat. The kitty cat, I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats, ain't no thing, baby. baby, it's
a chance to stack those sats, chance to stack those bitties.
Baby, you never heard about me with another coin.
Yes. Smashed my pinky yesterday. Ooh, I hit my pinky toe about a week ago. It's all black. The nail's all black and blue. Smashed it against the couch somehow, some way. I don't even know how that happened. But yeah, that never is fun. Never fun, never fun. And then my toe swole up, so I couldn't even put it in a shoe without excruciating pain. So I bought a new pair of sandals the other day because of it. But yeah, protect those pinkies, family. Trace minerals, not track. Oh, thank you. Trace minerals. Yeah, so in order to have alkaline water, there must be minerals in the water. So for example, if you're using reverse osmosis, that can't be alkaline water because minerals are a requirement to make the water alkaline. From my understanding of owning several alkalize machines via Kangen, which I was actually, there's basically a network marketing company called Anagic, and I promoted them several years back. For those that don't know, my background's network marketing, affiliate marketing. I've had a great deal of success, those industries over the years. But I sold hundreds of those Kangen machines, doing webinars and teaching people about the health benefits of drinking the water. And so I ended up owning several of the machines, and I learned a lot in the process as well. But it's a Japanese company. The only downside is the machines are not cheap. The high-end ones are like $4 or $5 grand. I think the cheaper ones are probably like $2,000, like the cheapest ones. But they're very effective. But again, there's pros and cons, and there's so many options with different types of water. And there is no perfect solution when it comes to clean water, alkalized. There's no perfect solution. Bottled water is flawed because it's in plastic, which is poison. There's at least the flaw to like everything. Reverse osmosis is great because it removes everything, right? However, it's neutral water. Then you're drinking neutral versus pH water. So it's like, it's crazy, yo. And water is so commonly misunderstood. Like for the average person, it's probably virtually impossible to understand water and the true health benefits of water and how to drink clean water, healthy, beneficial water. And we all take it for granted because for me, it was like a 10, 20 year study and I'm still learning more. So I could only imagine, for the average person, just drinking bottled waters, Zephyr Hills, what's the New York one? Poland Springs. And a lot of the bottled water is really just, what's the term? Is regular water. Believe it or not, they just bottle it. I take a 1/4 teaspoon of Redmond salt every other day. It's mineral salts and has brought my blood pressure back down nice. So for me with minerals, I like the Himalayan pink salt. There's also the Celtic salt, extremely beneficial. But I've been using the Himalayan pink salt for quite some time. And typically what I'll do, it's great for hydrating. So in the morning when I wake up, I take my supplements, all my liquid vitamins, and then I'll put some Himalayan pink salt on my palm. I like it, the taste. And then I'll drink some water to wash it down. This hydrates the body. It's one of the secrets, just FYI. These are post-reverse osmosis filters that are alkaline. Ooh, nice. They're Tennessee. A lot of misinformation, though, family, so be careful out there when it comes to water. The solution is food, not water. Do you have power? Yeah, I do. You're in Arecibo, still no. Sorry to hear that. Luma, get your act together. I heard half the island after the storm hit. I think Ernesto, is that the name? Half the island without power. I was very lucky to remain with power the entire time, which took me by surprise. I was anticipating the power going out, not even being able to do the pod, but thank you guys for your prayers and praying for you and for the rest of Puerto Rico to get their power. And I'm assuming the hurricane turned into a level 3 and hit Bermuda, but I haven't followed it since it passed, Puerto Rico. So prayers out to everyone out there in the line of the hurricane or anyone affected by it. Children's water is fluorinated and it's sickening. I know exactly what you're saying. The nursery water, it says extra fluoride. They do target our children with extra fluoride in the products. So be very careful because these companies are demonic. And you already know. Yeah, tap water, that's what I meant to say earlier. A lot of bottled water is really just tap water in a bottle. believe it or not. Redmond salt is fine sea salt, same as the pink salt. Good to note. Oh, I think I know the Redmonds. It's a very high premium salt. It's delicious. A lot of chefs use it. I don't know if it's the same one, but a long time ago, we would buy these boxes of premium salt, and it's like the best salt. Like, highly recommended. It's delicious, and that might be that salt, but I don't recall if it was Redmond's, but maybe. I don't know. I put Himalayan sea salt in your what? I do a pinch of filtered water too. Right on. So I'll typically drink alkalized water, and then I'll drink, switch it up. But yeah, got to throw a kombucha in here once in a while as well. Welcome everyone to the stream, having a little water talk. We're going to continue on with the news and dive into some Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out some of the charts as well as some of the live charts. Let me take a few more sips.
Bitcoin on my mind, on my Bitcoin, and my Bitcoin on my mind. 60 G's, a buying opportunity.
And shout out Matt McRae. Appreciate the repost, and it goes for anyone else as well on X. Anyone who reposts the live stream will get shouted out, reposted, and I'll be sure to follow you back so we can all win. But anyways, here's today's Bitcoin technical analysis. We'll also be pulling up the live charts. Headline reads, Bitcoin price bounces 4% as triple death cross. Damn, that sounds scary. A triple death cross? Come on now, guys. Spark sub 50,000 warning. Recall a few days back, we already tapped 49. Will we return? Let me know your thoughts. Here you're looking at the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin rebounded past 58,000, where we're currently above this morning, August 16th, after a sweeping masterclass cost both the bulls and the bears. Trading View confirmed a 4.4% Bitcoin price recovery from the lows of 56,150 the day prior, coming on the back of the latest U.S. unemployment data. The dip posed problems for casual traders, with both buyers and sellers seeing liquidations. The action was captured by order book liquidity data from monitoring resource CoinGlass. In the 24 hours of the time of writing, total Bitcoin long and short liquidation stood at around 75 milli. And quoting Dan Crypto Trades, the analyst, Bitcoin sweeping masterclass today. Look at those unlucky red candles. Whoa, those are pretty massive. That's on the 15-minute chart, though, so they look more severe than they really are. And we also have Crypto Nuevo flagged a tap of range lows for Bitcoin, keeping the pair in a familiar intraday channel, as outlined right here. You can see the range highs and the range lows. Before the sweep, we also have material indicators flagged another death cross, this time of the 4-hour time frame, an event which is said would help the market establish reliable long-term support. Quoting him here, the good news is, one way or another, this has the potential to help the market validate a bottom for Bitcoin or possibly create a new one. And at the same time, Keith Allen suggests that the potential for a much stronger Bitcoin price downside, potentially taking the market not only back to 6-month lows, can be seen at the start of August, but to a rising trend line currently at around 49 Gs. Let me know if you feel the recent bottom of 49 is in, or do you think we'll likely go even lower? Now, looking at the derivative markets, on-chain platform CryptoQuant noted a rare occurrence over the past years regarding funding rates, where they're at their most negative in nearly a year, quoting Eggy Hash, what a username. The funding rates of Bitcoin on Binance have been negative for the third consecutive day, reaching levels not seen since October of 2023. The average Bitcoin funding rate indicator that counts the funding rates on all the exchanges is also negative. This means that short positions are now dominating the perpetual market. Negative funding rates reflect spoiling market sentiment, but also lay the foundation for a squeeze of short positions when broad sentiment calls for further price downside. And here you're looking at the Binance Bitcoin funding rates, and that's right, Binance has officially been replaced with the name Binance ever since Janet Yellen made the term famous. And in other news, quoting the Giga Chad, Michael Saylor, inflation is a cancer that has killed civilizations throughout history. Bitcoin is the cure. I love that metaphor. So spot on. And quoting Samson Mao regarding this article, opinion, when your opponent calls you a communist, maybe you don't propose price controls. And Samson wrote, the current Bitcoin price might have you feeling sad, but just be thankful that Bitcoin exists. Preach. Imagine a world without Bitcoin where your government is printing money with no end in sight while mulling over price controls as a fix. Just think how hopeless you would feel. And he makes a fantastic point. Now let's check out some of the live charts. Give me a second to pull it up. We're going to pull up via Coinbase, brought to you by TradingView. We're launching the chart right now. We'll get a couple of, or a few different looks, different perspectives. This is the weekly. Let's start zoomed in on the hourly and work our way out. How's that sound? And you should be able to see this live on your screen. Give me a second to change the scene to make it even cleaner for you guys. Should be able to see really good here. There you go. So yeah, Bitcoin hovering at roughly 58,400 at the time of the live stream, live and in the flesh, live chart action, Jackson, right here for you. There's a rectangle formation. We do have a target sitting down all the way at 53,400 on the 1 hour chart. And zooming out a little, we'll check out the 4 hour chart, popping up right here for you guys. Do notice we do have some consecutive greens, but we had a corrective red, and let's see if we can resume green. Prior to that, we had that big red corrective candle just the other day. And zooming out a little more, we'll check out the 1 day chart. As you can see here, live and in the flesh, we do have a green thus far for today. Hopefully we continue the momentum. Yesterday, red, day before red. Before that, green, green, red, green, red, big old green after we tapped that bottom of that 49,000 a few days back. And zooming out for the weekly, we still have the cup and the cup and handle pattern. Should be able to see here. Option Command R. Yeah. Okay. So you see a target sitting all the way at 125,500. That cup and handle target on the weekly chart, and we'll also check out the monthly chart. Again, halfway done with August already, family, so we're halfway there. It was looking like we were gearing up for a big green candle, but we're currently correcting back under 60. 60 is a major psychological level that we need to recapture to maintain our bullish momentum. So let's see if we can get back above it. But let me know your thoughts surrounding some of the price action and where you feel the Bitcoin price will likely take us next. Right now, I have too many roos and not enough hens. When I harvest my roos, I take it that means rooster. This fall it'll be different, but they overmate the females and pull all the feathers out of their backs. Jesus, these roos are something else. What the frick? Extra fluoride? Yeah, to poison your children's minds. Of course they're going to use extra fluoride and recommend the fluoride treatment anytime you take your little loved one to the dentist. That's the protocol, family. Media is helping out for the traders every day, and they love it. Moving in with me. What up, Ring Facts? Why are you packing shorty? Oh, Short Coin's packing it in to live with the Bring Facts. What's going on here? I got my kiss. Word up. Well, welcome everyone joining the stream. Over 300 people live and in the flesh right now. We're on X, we're on Rumble, and on YouTube, and less than $1,500 away from 60 G's, baby.
Bitcoin. But I don't sweat it because it's just pathetic to let it get me involved in that sell on the dip crowd, sell on the dip crowd dips.
But anyways, let's keep it moving. Moonstone says sometimes I use Herbamare, veggie salt instead of salt. Super tasty with steamed greens and flax oil. You got me in the mood there, Moonstone. Sounds good. I'll have to look that one up. Never heard of it. But anyways, let's continue with the news, shall we? Next story of the day, let's discuss the pension funds. A lot of the topics today is specifically regarding Bitcoin adoption, ETFs, freaking pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, etc. So this is the theme for today, Bitcoin game theory. This headline reads, the world's third largest public pension fund buys 34 million worth of MicroStrategy shares. Winning. That's right. The third largest public pension fund in the world just bought nearly 34 million worth of shares of MicroStrategy, a Bitcoin buying business intelligence firm. South Korea's National Pension Service purchased 24,500 MicroStrategy shares at a price of $33.75 million. And that was on August 13th, filing with the US SEC. The National Pension Service is South Korea's public pension and the country's largest investor with over 1 trillion won. Which is $777 billion. Good Lord. In total assets at the end of February. So this is massive right here. Almost $1 trillion. The filing, which details its investments in the second quarter of the year, shows it still holds over 51 million stake in Coinbase, holding 229,800 shares of the crypto exchange. It also has 31 million invested into Roblox. Hey, if you're a parent, I'm pretty confident you know what Roblox is. It's 61.5 million worth of Jack Dorsey's block, formerly known as square. And thinking ahead, Institute's annual global pension asset study shows Japan's government pension investment fund is the world's largest pension fund in the world, with nearly $1.5 trillion in total assets as of last year. Next is the government pension fund of Norway, with just over $1.3 trillion. Meanwhile, MicroStrategy stock has seen a 92.5% gain thus far this year, climbing above $150 for the first time in 24 years. According to Google Finance, you can see the stock price up 63% now, year to date, and currently trading just shy of $132. The company has been buying Bitcoin since August of 2020, and its August earnings report showed it purchased an additional 12,222 biddies for $805 million in the second quarter. MicroStrategy's latest Bitcoin brought its total holdings to 226,500 BTC, which is now worth roughly $13 billion at Bitcoin's current price. It makes MicroStrategy the public company with the largest Bitcoin holdings in the world, with around 13 times more Bitcoin than the world's largest Bitcoin miner, Marathon Digital, according to CoinGecko. Others too think MicroStrategy is a good bet, with exchange-traded fund issuer Definance ETFs launching a US-based fund that targets 175% long daily exposure to MicroStrategy. And I broke that news yesterday in greater detail. If you missed the pod, be sure to check it out. But there you have it, yo. Pension funds, game theory. Let's freaking go, shall we? If you don't tell them or sell, you won't have to worry about losing half your sats. That's right. You don't lose what you don't sell. One biddy is always equivalent to one biddy and always will be since the inception until the end of time. How many people know that a trillion is 1,000 billion? Thanks for the reminder. That is correct. That's right. 1,000 million is a billion, and 1,000 billion is a trillion, and 1,000 trillion is what's after a trillion, folks? I think is it quadrillion, or is it I forget the other terms. The numbers get so big we don't commonly use them. But please let me know. I forget. Good morning. That's right. But it is crazy to fathom 1,000 billions is a trillion. And that's how much money some of these pension funds have access to. How much of that allocated into Bitcoin, right? How much will eventually pension funds around the world be allocated into Bitcoin, considering it's a multi-trillion-dollar market, considering Bitcoin is only currently a 1 trillion market cap. The total crypto market cap is only 2 trillion, right? Very nascent numbers in comparison to the total addressable market, which is estimated to be north of $900 trillion. That's almost 1,000 trillions, family. And thanks for the confirmation, quadrillion. Boom, shakalaka. That's crazy, yo. Quadrillion. Maybe Michael Saylor will become the first trillionaire and quadrillionaire. You never know. And think of it this way. What's 1 million times 1 million? Anyone who owns 1 million Bitcoins and Bitcoin is worth 1 million, I think they become a trillionaire. Can someone confirm that as well? I think 1 million times 1 million is 1 trillion. There are no trillionaires on the planet. However, Joe Biden, during his debate, his only debate with Trump, the one that retired him, he claimed there's 1,000 trillionaires. 1,000. We don't know of any. None, zero, zilch, nada. But according to Sleepy Joe, there's 1,000 trillionaires. The U.S. has spent $5,000 billion this year. It's a damn shame. Indeed, not financial advice, and meanwhile, all the roads still have potholes. No infrastructure. I don't see nothing new. I don't see any bullet trains like they have in Japan or in China that travel hundreds of miles per hour. For Christ's sake. Nobody knows a number Google anymore. Google misspelled it. Good afternoon, morning, Bitcoin fam. Shout out Ariel Figueroa. What's up, brother? Ariel. 1,000 trillionaires in America, according to the body double, pretty much. The body double. You got it right. Oh, Biden is going to be gone by fall. How many of you think he's already not here with us? And it's just, as facts pointed out, just body doubles at this point. BTC is effing with me, but I will not sell. That's right. Again, you can't lose what you don't sell. When you're in an unrealized loss, it means nothing. It's an unrealized loss. So unless you realize the loss, you really didn't lose nothing. And that's just the reality of it, family. And look, we're slowly climbing back to 59. Let's go. 60 G's, baby.
Sell, don't sell, no, sell, no, I won't Bitcoin sell. I'm no sellout. Bitcoin.
Roger out, Roger out.
Thank you, Devon/Shortcoin, best crypto pod. Just saying. Always greatly appreciated. Thank you guys. We appreciate all the reposts, the likes, the shares, the comments. And just a reminder, this is live and interactive. If you guys want to participate in the commenting that you see on the screen, you got to head on over to the direct YouTube link, cryptonewsalerts.net. That way you can interact on the live chat. You know what I mean? Almost there. Bonanza zone or banana zone, eh? That's right. We're in a banana republic. Body double. Have you seen Cage Musha yet? I have not. Is that a movie? I am cleaning and packing, listening to the best crypto pod. That's what's up. Buy Bitcoin and delete the sell button. That's right. Get rid of it. If there's a sell button on your keyboard, remove it. Kind of like the panic button. You don't want a panic button on your keyboard. You remove it. Replace it with the BTFD button. But anyways, Joe, next story of the day. Pension fund adoption, we already know, is pretty lit. Let's now discuss the latest with the ETF surge. Institutional adoption of Bitcoin ETFs surges 27% in quarter two. Not too shabby, eh? The institutional adoption of the spot Bitcoin ETFs saw a significant uptick during the second quarter of this year, despite Bitcoin's recent correction. Institutional adoption of the United States base spot Bitcoin ETF grew by over 27% during the second quarter of this year. Over 262 new firms have invested in spot BITI ETFs. According to Vettel Lunde, senior analyst at K33 Research, who shared the following. According to the 13F filings, 1,199 professional firms held investments in the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs as of June 30th, marking an increase of 262 firms over the quarter, as outlined here by the K33 Research. And continued institutional ETF adoption could significantly bolster Bitcoin's price, since institutions hold large amounts of capital that can move crypto markets. Bitcoin needs continued institutional adoption to reach new all-time highs. Institutional FOMO like a mofo. Despite the growing institutional adoption of the Bitcoin ETFs, retail investors are still the largest hodler cohort, according to Lunde, who shares here. While the retail investors still hold the majority of the float, institutional investors increased their share of total assets under management by 2.41%. Points, now accounting for 21.15% in quarter two. Institutional investors only own 18.7% of the total ETF assets under management during the first quarter of this year. Meanwhile, as we already shared with the TA earlier, we got to get back above that 60,000 psychological level. Currently, we're just above 58.4, 58.5, roughly $1,500 away. It is a weekend. It's a TGIF this year. So let's see if we can continue with a weekend pumpage action. But let me know your thoughts, family. Good to see you, JV. Keep exposing the commies. I got you, proud to be. You know what we do best. You know why we're shadow banned on YouTube. Come on now. Cage Musha is one of the greatest Japanese films. Whoa. Is it anime? I've never seen it. Now I have to. My daughter wants to go to Japan. So that's on our bucket list. Good to see you, JV. Keep Yep, we'll do. Sell in hell with the Napa, the Frieza, and the OG Biden, eh? Oh my gosh, it's finally here. JV is going to preach the holy gospel of the Satoshi. I love caffeine and I will move mountains to get it. JV is uncaffeinated today. I did have a coffee yesterday, though. It was after the podcast. It was in the afternoon after I picked my little one up from school. But maybe it still affects me. You never know. Anyways, fam, let's keep it moving. We still got a lot to share here. We discussed the pension funds. We discussed the ETF surges. Now let's discuss this massive buy. Goldman Sachs. You know Gary Gensler comes from Goldman Sachs. You already know, family. This headline reads, Goldman Sachs discloses 418 million Bitcoin ETF holdings. Not too shabby. That's right. Check it. Global investment bank Goldman Sachs, everyone's favorite bank investment firm, right? Has revealed significant investments in spot Bitcoin ETFs, acquiring 418 million. Why didn't they just up it 2 million so they can say 420? And then I can congratulate and say, hey, happy 420. I mean, that was a big mistake. Just FYI, Goldman, get your act together. By the second quarter of this year, according to the bank's latest 13F filings, as big as Bitcoin ETF position is a 238 million stake in BlackRock's IBIT, which is their Bitcoin trust. Goldman also took sizable stakes in Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin ETF and Invesco Galaxy, so they are they diversified in smaller positions in several other Bitcoin ETFs launched in January. While Goldman expanded its crypto investments, rival Morgan Stanley reduced its Bitcoin ETF holdings. Haha, suckers. 270 million now to 189 million, with the most reduction coming from the sale of shares of the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC. This strategic shift reflects a cautious approach by Morgan Stanley, which continues to allow clients access to Bitcoin ETFs, especially from BlackRock and Fidelity, which are the two biggest here in the United States, and they currently hold the most Bitcoin as well. However, BlackRock uses Coinbase as their custodian, as most of the ETFs do here in the States. However, Fidelity, I believe, self-custodies their own Bitty, so more power to them there. Meanwhile, hedge funds are taking a more aggressive stance in the crypto market. Millennium Management, a major player overseeing $62 billion, is the largest holder of shares in BlackRock's Bitcoin fund, though it has halved its position since May. Other hedge funds include Cupola Investment Management and Point72 Asset Management have also made substantial investments into the spot Bitcoin ETFs. The increased involvement of institutional investors is indicative of the growing acceptance of crypto as a mainstream asset class, despite the volatility in the broader markets. So there you go. Remember this. Volatility equals life force. And at the same time, I was thinking of Ghostface Killah. Moms would lick her fingertips. She wiped the coal out my eye before school with a spit. How many of you know that jammy jam? Let me know. Ironic. As I'm reading that story, that song comes into my mind. Because he says, I remember this. Mom would lick her fingertips. She wiped the coal out my eye before school with a spit. Plucking roaches at the cereal box. We shared the same spoon watching Saturday cartoons. Y'all know the jam? Let me know. Let me know. Even at 1 million, still not selling. Amen. Why would you sell? Why would you sell the greatest asset in human history for the most depreciating, should I say levered or leveraged fiat crap to ever exist, which is guaranteed to lose purchasing power, mathematically guaranteed. So you'd have to be very foolish, obviously. Free Ross, looking for the nip. Still puzzles me why GS keeps dumping. Grayscale? They have a very low fee. Bitcoin futures offers. Yeah, who knows what's really going on behind closed doors, family? Targets. Exactly. It's life force. It's chi. It's prana. You know what I mean? For my yogis out there. Japan, way cool architecture. George Costanza, is that the guy from Seinfeld, right? Would love it over there. Yeah, my daughter wants to go because all of her favorite things happen to be Japanese. All the video games she watches, the anime she likes, so it's like Japanese culture. Even here in Puerto Rico, sometimes we go to the Japanese restaurants and she loves it. But anyways, none of you guessed the song. I'm kind of shocked. I'll give you guys a hint. Wu-Tang, Ghostface Killah, all that. And I think, is that Mary J. Blige on the hook with him? I don't remember who sings the hook. All that I got is you, and I'm so thankful we made it through. It's one of the best songs of all time. You guys know nothing about music. The unisex bathrooms in Tokyo freak me out. Damn it. Got to be prepared, I guess. So they had unisex bathrooms in Tokyo when you were a teen. Damn. That's a long time. Oh no, spinning wheels. You talking about the chakras? Let me know. But yeah, hodl be thy name. What do you mean buffering? What? Yeah, if your stream is buffering, just refresh. We seem to be good, at least on my end. I monitored the stream. Oh, it is a little buffy. The YouTube gods. I don't know what's up. I'm going to try one little technique really quick. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi from the direct Ethernet, and these gnats are in my fly zone again, so get out of my fly zone. Give me a second. I'm going to not restart, but I'm just going to switch off my internet and put it back and see if it fixes the glitchy, itchy, and scratchy show. Yes, somehow Japan knows how to do some things right. Who's waiting for September? And that 100K all day, every day, 100K, another 100K, another 100K. That's 300K on the way, on the lay, motherfucking on the way. But did you buy the dip today? And did you let it slip away like Cinderella slipper? 100K Bitcoin grenade. Boo. The Bukele play. What did Bukele say? After IMF, we gonna be okay. After IMF, we don't need them, eh? After IMF, this a freedom play. After IMF, this a freedom play. You know what I mean? But let's see if this fixes the glitch. I'm trying to reset something on my net. My apologies if it's glitchy for you guys. Let me know how it is on X. Damn, JV sings worse than me. That's right. I'm here to give you a boost of confidence. By me singing proves that everyone else can sing better. 30-second freezes. Damn. Unacceptable. Yeah, it is what it is. We're just going to continue. I got to get through with the rest of the news. So if it's still glitchy, my apologies. Nothing I can do. But we got to continue. So next stories of the day, eh? Let's discuss Bitdeer. They're in the headlines as well. The headline reads, give me a second. Bitdeer to expand operations with 150 million convertible notes offering. Another Mikey Saylor put for the books. That's right. This time a Singapore-based crypto mining firm. And shout out Harris Jawed. I appreciate the super. Any thoughts on Jasmine when it'll pop? I honestly don't have any thoughts on it, but appreciate the super, family, and thanks for supporting the stream. So yeah, the Singapore-based crypto mining firm Bitdeer Tech announced a proposed public offering of 150 milli convertible notes due in 2029 to expand its data center and develop ASIC-based mining rigs. On August 15th, Bitdeer said the notes would be senior unsecured obligations of the company, which will mature on August 15th to 2029 unless converted, redeemed, or repurchased earlier. A senior convertible note is a type of debt security that can later be converted into an equity. It is a form of debt for the company that can also accrue interest payments. For the interest over time, a senior convertible note has priority over all the other debt securities issued by a company after maturity. And when the notes are converted, Bitdeer will pay the holders with a Class A ordinary shares or a combination of the cash and Class A ordinary shares. And on August 16th, the crypto mining company announced that the notes would accrue an 8.5% interest rate annually. Bitdeer said it would use the funds raised from the offering to expand and develop its business further. The company intends to use the net proceeds from the offering for the data center expansion, ASIC-based mining rig developments, as well as working capital and other general corporate purposes, as they wrote. Now, Bitdeer Technologies is the world's 11th largest crypto mining company based on market cap, valued at roughly 870 million. The company trades above competitors like BitFuFu and BitDigital, according to company's market cap. And after it announced the convertible note sale, Google Finance interestingly showed the Bitdeer stock price dropped by 18%. On the 5-day chart, the stock shows a larger price dump at 23%, going from $8.26 on August 9th to $6.33 at the time of this published article. Bitdeer is not the only mining firm to suffer blows to its stock prices after announcing a convertible notes offering. On August 14th, Bitcoin mining firm Core Scientific saw a 10% drop in stock prices after announcing a 400 million senior convertible notes offering. The Mikey put for the win. But there you go, yo. I mean, game theory clearly in full freaking effect. We're better now. Good. It's glitchy, but X is okay. YouTube, unacceptable. I mean, welcome. Sorry to hear for the glitch. We do have roughly 500 people on the stream right now. Let me know if it did get any better. I'm going to be reposting everyone. Great to see y'all. Let's stack comments with the replay button for JV. Thank you, Charlene. Greatly appreciate you. James says early school today. You got that right, broski. Shout out, boss. Crypto News Alerts is now live. Don't miss the best show in the crypto. That's right. Bitcoin for all. CNA bringing the fire. Just reposted you, broski. Shout out everyone with the reposts. Always greatly appreciated, yo. Always greatly appreciated. But yeah, yo, we're going to dive right into our next story of the day. If it's glitchy, just try refresh. If you're on YouTube, try X. If it's glitching on X, try YouTube. We're also on the Rumble. We're streaming on 3 platforms. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day. Let's go.
Buying opportunity for fifth level sexy G's.
What do you think, JV?
Buy the biddy.
Who cares about a roaring kitty? Speaking of roaring kitties, Nippinator chased a kitty last night. It took me about 20 minutes to chase him down. He does not listen if he sees a cat. Commands are out the window only when there's a cat. He does not listen to me if there's a cat. He will do his best to get the cat. And he's too quick to catch. It's like impossible. But he is naughty last night. He ran right out chasing a cat. I heard a cat screaming. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? But anyways, now for our featured story of the day. The headline reads here, as you can see on your screen: sovereign wealth funds could take Bitcoin to $148,000 per coin, according to this researcher. So let's break it down as the game theory continues in full effect. In the latest episode of the podcast, The Bitcoin Layer, Daniel Batten, a recognized advocate for the Bitty, discussed the potential impact of sovereign wealth funds on the Bitcoin price, predicting a rise to over $148,000 per BTC should these funds decide to invest even a minimal fraction of their assets. With $35.7 trillion under management between sovereign wealth funds and public pension funds, just a 1% allocation could have a significant impact on Bitcoin's valuation. And let's not forget, wasn't it BlackRock that released a research study recommending something outrageous, like an 84.9% allocation into Bitcoin, into your portfolio? Let me know if you recall that one, family. Batten's analysis hinges on the sheer scale of assets managed by sovereign wealth funds and public pension funds, noting that even a fractional investment compared to their total assets could have a profound impact on the market. He explained, if a 1% deployment into Bitcoin were to happen, we can calculate based on the current ratio of dollar invested to market cap increase that it would lift the Bitcoin price to over $148,000 per Bitty. Now, why sovereign wealth funds are likely to buy the Bitty? The primary roadblock, according to Batten, is not a lack of interest, but a lack of permissible investment frameworks within the funds, particularly concerning ESG, which we know is environmental, social, and governance criteria. All of the sovereign wealth funds want to invest into Bitcoin. It is not through lack of want. Batten quoted Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful or Mr. Not So Wonderful, highlighting that these funds are currently constrained by their ESG investment committees. These committees are yet to be convinced of Bitcoin's environmental credentials, which Batten believes are now significantly more positive than the general perception, marred by outdated information. That's right. And what comes to mind is Elon Musk, aka the Elon Muskrat. He stopped accepting Bitcoin payments for Tesla because he was also pushing that ESG FUD a while back, and he even claimed, once we can prove that Bitcoin wasn't causing all the ESG FUD, that he would accept Bitcoin payments. And obviously we have proven that Bitcoin doesn't cause this crap, and however, he has never came back and followed his word and started accepting Bitcoin again for Tesla. So Mr. Muskrat, I'm calling you out when we're going to be accepting Bitcoin payments again for Tesla. Holla at your boy. Batten suggested the ESG criteria, which are a significant factor in investment decisions for sovereign wealth funds, are based on data that is the latest or at least 3 years old and no longer accurately reflecting the current state of the Bitcoin mining technology and its environmental impact. There is a massive knowledge asymmetry where the knowledge that we have about Bitcoin and its environmental benefits is now so different to what the ESG investment committees of sovereign wealth funds believe about the Bitty. In response to these challenges, Batten has not only conducted research, but also begun direct engagement with the sovereign wealth funds, aiming to educate and update their ESG committees about the latest developments in Bitcoin's environmental impact. His goal is to realign the outdated perceptions with current realities, thereby removing the barriers to their investment into Bitcoin. Supporting his theory, Batten pointed to recent investments by state pension plans in the United States, such as those by Wisconsin and Michigan, which we have covered on the stream, which, despite being small in scale, had significant media impact and positively influenced market perceptions. Wisconsin invested a total through Grayscale, mainly. I believe their current position is around $160 million. That's nothing compared to their total assets under management. However, even that very small allocation had a major impact on the Bitcoin price that day. Overall, Batten believes that the sovereign wealth funds can not only contribute to a Bitcoin bull run, but they can also help stabilize and legitimize the market for broader, more conservative investment audiences. Moreover, he believes that it is more likely that SWFs will invest in Bitcoin than having another major nation state or big company like MicroStrategy. He concluded, yes, there is a blocker and there is effort required to go through it. And it is hard, but it is nowhere near as hard, in my view, as convincing a nation state to adopt Bitcoin. So this is an area where whilst it is hard, it is not as hard as other areas, and it is also that there's only one blocker. There's not a whole bunch of them. And in most cases, that is the ESG Investment Committee. So fuck the ESG Investment Committee. Can I just be frank? Fuck them. Who cares? Fuck them all. There you go. Fuck the ESG committees. 148,000 Bitcoins, send it to the moon, Knox Bill. Let's go. Exactly. ESGs suck. It's a committee to spread FUD. Fuck them. I can't say it any nicer than that.
Boring kitty, me. I'm for the big T. I'm for the Nippinator. I'm for Nipsey, not for the weirdo kitty cat. The kitty cat. I'm for stacking the sats. Stack the sats. Ain't no thing, baby. It's a chance to stack those sats.
Stack those bitties. Damn straight. 500 people on the stream. Welcome, everyone. This is the Q&A segment of the live stream. Feel free to ask me anything you like. Again, we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Over 500 people here. If you want to interact in the chat at the moment, please just visit the direct YouTube link. Again, it is cryptonewsalerts.net. 225,000 by the end of the year. Yay. I finally was able to figure out my Discord problems, and I'm on the CNA Discord. Shout out Data. BTC, the new petrodollar. F them mofos. Tell them, Bill. Not that I plan to do much there, but if I need it, it is there. He backed SBF in front of the Senate Investigative Committee and tried to throw his fellow countryman CC under the bus. What a... Exactly. Precisely. El Chorizo, sup fam? Big Pinto in the building. Yeah, that was the start of the creeps. Free Ross. Can I get a free Ross? Amen. Ross Ulbricht. Not Rick Ross. Just want to be clear. Not Rick Ross. Ross Ulbricht. Silk Road founder. Currently serving 2 life sentences. He wasn't really on my radar before that. Who you referring to there, Data? Let me know. And welcome everyone to the live stream. I'm going to check the X feed again. Anyone who reposts the stream is going to get reposted. Crypto News Alerts is now live streaming. Thank you, Glenn Cooper. Just reposted broski. Appreciate the support. And just a reminder, again, today, obviously, I'm streaming early. Tomorrow, Stack and Saturday, we'll be back to the normal time. My favorite time to do the show, which is 4 p.m., because we always have double or triple the people on later on in the day. And so Saturday and Sunday will be 4 p.m. Then Monday through Thursday. Well, let me just keep it a couple days ahead of time. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. This weekend, it'll be 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. And then when we get to Sunday, I'll update you for Monday and Tuesday, just to keep it simple. Okay, I think he pulled down the over 14 million from FTX before the collapse of the consultant and mouth, says Greg. How's it, JB? What happened? What are you streaming again? Yeah, yo. Bitcoin Boet was streaming early again today, as I told you guys. Today and yesterday, 12 to 2 stream. And the premiere this evening, same time, 10 p.m. Tomorrow, back to the 4 p.m. regular schedule. Had to switch it up this week. Day 1 of Trump. Gary, you're motherfucking fired. Now go get your shine box, Gary. Go home and get your shine box. Kevin O'Leary is creepy. Yeah, he is creepy. He's definitely my least favorite shark. I was always a fan of Shark Tank. It's just fun to see entrepreneurs do their pitches and all that kind of. I still watch clips of Shark Tank all the time. Sometimes hard to resist. I see it pop up on YouTube, something I don't think I've seen before. I'm like, gotta watch it. And my least favorite shark is definitely Mr. O'Leary. I don't like what he did when he threw CZ under the bus either with FTX, and he was partnered with Bankman-Fried and protecting Bankman-Fried. He even said something really bogus in an interview that like, yeah, if Bankman-Fried did it all over again, I'd join him again. And I was like, what? You trust him? Crazy. And he was an ambassador for FTX. He got paid so before he became an ambassador to FTX and got free Bitcoin, whatever he got. He may have even got FTT coin. I don't know his personal business, but whatever. He got tens of millions of dollars in either Bitcoin or FTT coin or a combination of the two. Then he became bullish on Bitcoin and crypto. Prior to that, he was one of those assholes who was anti-crypto, had nothing good to say about Bitcoin, just like fucking Mark Cuban, that scumbag. Same way. Mark Cuban was comparing Bitcoin to bananas. Bananas, intrinsic value, you can eat it. Bitcoin, you can't fucking eat it. Who wants it? Go fuck yourself, Mark Cuban. I hate scammers, just fraudsters. I look at Mark Cuban as a fucking dumbass for fudding and dissing Bitcoin for years. I don't care, they come around. I always remember him as a Bitcoin hater. Now, of course, they love Bitcoin. But how many fucking bullshit deals that went to zero did Mark Cuban push? That's why I can't respect the fucking guy. So many of the projects that he pushed, so many of the shit coins he pushed, now worth nothing. So I don't respect that. They know what the fuck they're doing too. Anyways. Yeah, intrinsic value should be based on bananas because we live in a fucking banana republic. So when it comes to Shark Tank, I don't really even like Mark. So could you tell? Lori, if I was to do a deal, she is the most trustworthy, and Barbara from those sharks. What are your thoughts? Let's do a deal. Anyways, I don't even care. 64,000 today. What's up, Fidel? What's popping? What's good in the hood? This isn't even the uncensored version of the pod. I'm just keeping it 100. I can care less. Now go get your shine box, you fuck. Gary. They might love Bitcoin, but they ain't maxis. No, they're not maxis. I mean, in all honesty, though, Mark is a multi-billionaire. I believe he sold the Mavs for billions of dollars. So it's if you're already a billionaire in the traditional world, you already have all the fiat monopoly money. You're at the top of the pyramid there. It's you're probably not so concerned. Do you think Warren Buffett really cares about Bitcoin? No, he's worth an insane amount of money, and he's one of the oligarchs of the fiat monopoly, so he can give two fucks. He's probably just looking at Bitcoin as a threat to his monopoly, more so than anything. You know what I mean? Rumble soon. I think you're right, Oracle. I couldn't resist. I joined the trading competition on TradingView. I'm at the top 10%, plan to be in the top 3% by the end of the month, and that's with stocks that I don't usually trade in. Well, congratulations, Data. Happy to hear that. Mark is one of them. He's not like us. No, he's definitely not like us. Another reason I despise the motherfucker is for pushing poison jabs. No respect. I respect zero human beings who push the poison jab, and I think they should be held accountable. It goes for Ben fucking Shapiro. It goes for Mark Cuban. It goes for all the scammer influencers that know better and are pushing Satan's agenda. I have no respect for them. It's not incompetence. It's fucking criminal. And with that being said, let's switch over to the uncensored version of the pod. How's that sound? So if you're on the YouTube, go to rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Again, it's rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, and we'll continue with the uncensored extended version of the podcast. And we'll give it a second for the YouTube stream to end, and we'll